Welcome to Ultimate Survival Gear. Today, as you guys can see, I have another pair of Salomon boots for review. Finally, have not reviewed Salomon in a while, and these are very requested. I mean, I cannot tell you guys how many times I was requested to review these boots. These are Salomon Forces Speed Assault. Yes, finally, check these out. Very aggressive outsole, mid-size, excellent lacing system, overall very lightweight. I do have a few complaints about the comfort level, but you have to stick around to find out. Let's start the review. As some of you already know, this review is specifically for my Ultimate Survival boots section. Yes, and I mean, what can be a better survival boot than Salomon Forces, right? Not a regular review. Obviously, this is for your survival situation. If something bad happened, right, and you were wearing these or you had them in the house, you put them on, you had to leave your house, you had to run, fight, climb, not take this off for days, for weeks, would they be good for your survival? Well, how do we make the judgment? We make the judgment based on 8 different criteria. Let the review begin. Criteria number 1, the comfort level. One of the most important ones. And in order to test the comfort level of all the shoes and boots that I review on this channel, I do a 3-mile run, non-stop, and then a 5-mile walk right after, non-stop, no pauses in between. Sometimes it's really hard. As you can imagine, some boots are freaking heavy. And I do it on a variety of different surfaces to test the outsole, of course. And overall, I do like the comfort level, but there are a few little things that could have been better, that I have a few complaints about. Let's start with the very first factor that contributes or takes away from the comfort level is the weight. This is a size 10, and the size 10 is, let's see exactly how light or heavy these are. Size 10, 11.9. Fantastic weight. Now, recently I've done a review of some water shoes, literally freaking water shoes, and they were heavier than these. They were 12 something. This is 11.9. For a mid-sized boot, extremely impressive. All right, so weight-wise, fantastic job. And to give you kind of reference numbers, if you want something that is lightweight, that you can run in, walk in for extended periods of time, you're looking for something that is under 20 ounce. This is almost half of that. Impressive. Very impressive. Let's move on to another factor that contributes or takes away from the comfort level is the flexibility of the bottom sole. Here, as you can see, it is very flexible, so you can definitely run properly in these shoes, boots, without any problems. So great job there, Salomon. Let's move on to the inner sole now, insole, and let me take it out. This is a favorite for a lot of people, as you can see. Ortholite, yes, so has this antibacterial wickering technology. Basically does not hold the moisture in it. It has a nice heel bed with decent arch support, so overall pretty good, decent cushioning. I like ortholites, they're pretty good. But once you remove the ortholite, you also have that blue layering, which is also kind of a jelly feeling. So overall, with this mixed with this, overall very good cushioning. Very good inner sole. I like it a lot. Now, whenever it comes to the padding, as you can see, there's decent amount of padding on the tongue. Pretty good. Some padding, not much in here in the shaft. This is very soft. As you can see, this material is pretty much kind of like a rubbery, stretchy, very soft material. So you feel very nice whenever it comes to the shaft in general. There is really not much of the padding from the inside. Absolutely no padding from the inside in the toe box. And this is one of my little complaints that I had. No padding here, so very important to get these in the right size. If you don't, if your toe is touching this toe box from the inside, you're gonna get fatigued very quickly. And the last little complaint that I had, well, it's not really little. It's I would say it's pretty major. It's pretty important. It's gonna get better over time. That's the break-in period, right? But I'm not a fan of break-in periods at all, so I'm gonna mention it here. This right here, this design that goes over your toe, right here, as you can see, this creasing right here, this design creates this harder material. It presses, it creates a pressure point on your toe. when you're running, when you're if you're trying to pick up something off the floor, you're getting on your knee or something like that, you definitely feel that pressure point on your toe, and over time it becomes fatiguing. Very important. Like I said, over time it will get better because of the break-in period. It will get softer, but personally I prefer something that is comfortable right out of the box without any kind of break-in periods, right? So it's up to you. Keep that in mind. Let's move on to the criteria number 2 now: proofing and protection. Now, proofing wise, these are not advertised as waterproof or water resistant or anything like that, but on the plus side, they do dry up pretty quickly. There is some gusseting here in the shaft, as you can see. About let me grab my ruler here and we'll tell you. So you have about 5 inches, and the tallest point of the shaft is about 5 inches. So you do get that water resistance that is not advertised, unfortunately, but you do get it with this gusseting. But obviously you will get wet if you crossing regardless. You're gonna get wet regardless if you're crossing the river or something like that. But on the plus side, like I said, this material dries up pretty quickly, so the breathability is there, the quick dry is there, so overall pretty good. I'm not complaining about that. Protection wise, you do have this tougher material, not much. Still, don't drop anything heavy on your toe, but you do get that a little bit of a reinforcement going throughout the whole bottom, and of course a little bit in the heel as well. So overall, pretty good whenever it comes to the protection. Not too bad. Let's move on to the criteria number 3: quality and the design features. Obviously, it's Salomon. Can't go wrong with Salomon. You're always gonna have top of the line quality. And these are very popular across the web, on Amazon, on whatever you're buying your shoes, whatever you're buying your boots. People do like these a lot. So pretty good overall whenever it comes to the quality. And whenever it comes to the design features, here I talk about the lacing system. As you can see here, we got our quick lace. These strings, they're not stretchy, keep that in mind. But it's very easy, it's very proportional to tighten these, very easy to put them on and take them off. And this excess lace string, whatever, you can roll it up in whatever. I'm not doing a great job rolling it up, but just to show you, to get the point, there's a little pocket here at the very front of the tongue where you can stick this in and have it out of your way. Pretty good. Obviously, I really don't know where to mention, but I will mention here because it's a feature. There's nothing reflective on these boots at all. So whenever it comes to tactical situations, you don't want anything reflective on your boots, obviously, because you don't want to be noticed if you're trying to be stealth. If you're in a stealth mode, nothing here. Also, speaking of the stealth mode, this outsole is very, very quiet. Keep that in mind. Let's move on to the outsole now. Criteria number 4: outsole traction and stability. Now, as you can see, this is very, very aggressive outsole. So these boots perform very well on slippery surfaces like wet grass, for example, which I did test them on a lot of different surfaces, starting from older asphalt, newer tarmac, wet sand, dry sand, wet grass, dry grass, trail surface, rocky road, concrete, rubber, and the freaking marble and tile, and even my rock wall in the house. Yeah, I tested them on a lot of stuff, and it performs very well on pretty much everything. Now, whenever it comes to snow and ice, I have not had a chance to test them on snow and ice because I live in Florida. But if you are looking for icy, snowy situations, I would not recommend these anyway because they are not winterproof at all. Temperature-wise, you're gonna get cold, so keep that in mind. But whenever it comes to pretty much everything else, whenever it comes to the outsole, traction stability, fantastic. Very, very aggressive. Keep that in mind. Let's move on to the criteria number 5 really quickly. The temperature, I kind of briefly mentioned it already. These are not winterproof. Keep that in mind. So you're going to get cold if you're getting it in colder temperatures. But for hot temperatures here in Florida, I tested them in about 95 degrees weather. Fantastic. Very light feel, very breathable. So really, really good. Let's move on to the criteria number 6 now. Yes, number 6, the sizing. Very important to get this in the right size with a little bit of extra space here at the front of the toe box. You need it because there is no cushioning. Very important. So get half a size bigger than your normal shoe size. If your normal shoe size is 9.5, get these in a size 10 so you have a little bit of extra space. You will thank me later. Let's move on to the criteria number 7, balance of application. So, if these really were your ultimate survival boots, would they be good for your survival? Well, they are already designed with the tactical situations in mind, obviously. Decent amount of protection, very lightweight, excellent outsole, will handle through pretty much any kind of terrain that you're going. Good comfort level, minus this little creasing. Not a fan of this creasing right here. Hopefully Salomon will release the 2.0 version where they fix this issue. But if you don't mind the break-in period, you're not going to have any complaints anyway. I just am not a fan of break-in periods in general. Overall, I think this is an excellent option though for your ultimate survival situations. I mean this is probably one of the best, definitely in the top 10, I would say, whenever it comes to ultimate survival shoe wear in general. Just little thing, this little crease right here, not a fan of that. And the very last criterion here is the price. Criterion number 8, the price. $159, $160 currently on Amazon. The link is in the description below. Definitely on the pricier side. In that price range, there are a lot of different options. Even from Salomon themselves, they have, in my opinion, a better option for your ultimate survival situations. The notorious Salomon X Ultra 3 Mid GTX. I think a much better boot whenever it comes to ultimate survival situations than this one. Just overall, comfort-wise, protection-wise, proofing-wise, outsole-wise, just overall, I think better. But again, this is for the debate. I will leave it up to you. Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think? For the price, there's a lot of competition. It's a great boot, but price-wise, there's a lot of competition. If you're looking for something, there's a lot of stuff out there. I have reviewed a lot of stuff on this channel. Check it out. Just saying. So let me know in the comments below, guys. What do you think? What do you think about this review? What do you think about this boot? Would you consider it for your tactical situations, combat situations, ultimate survival situations? Let me know. If you found this review useful, please consider subscribing. That would be very helpful. If you want to support me even more, please consider helping me out through the Patreon. Again, the link is in the description below. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.